The laughter around the table didn't reach me. It was the kind of forced joy that dripped from polished teeth and expensive champagne. Too loud, too deliberate. The chandelier above us reflected in her eyes, catching the glint of something colder than light. My wife. She was standing beside her boss, the man whose smile never reached his eyes. He raised his glass toward me. "Tomorrow, your wife will go on vacation with me," he said. "I don't need your permission, she's already agreed." Her lips curved. A smirk, small, deliberate. I agree. The room seemed to tilt. The laughter fell away, replaced by the faint hum of my own pulse. I didn't move, didn't speak, only nodded once, as if I understood something no one else did. Then I left the room. When I came back, something was in my hand, and the party fell silent. It began 2 weeks earlier. A call past midnight. Her voice low, breathless, claiming it was work. But work doesn't whisper like that. It doesn't end with silence when I say her name. I watched her sleep afterward. Her face so peaceful it mocked me. My chest felt hollow, like something important had been quietly removed while I wasn't looking. That was the first fracture. The second came with a message I wasn't meant to see. A name I recognized, her boss. A hotel I'd never heard of. Words too intimate for business. My hand didn't shake, my heart did. I deleted nothing. I only memorized. Every line, every word. By morning, I was calm. Calm is dangerous. It hides the storm. I began collecting, quietly. A phone clone, a few late nights, a spare SIM card. Her passwords were predictable. Our anniversary. The irony didn't escape me. Photos, receipts, locations, each one a nail driven softly into the coffin of what I once believed. I said nothing, played the same husband, cooked dinner, kissed her forehead, watched her walk out the door in a dress I'd bought for her. Her phone said she was at the office. Her photos said she wasn't. It wasn't just him. I learned that soon enough. The messages shifted, mentions of transfers, future plans once he's out. The pronouns changed. He, him, me. The betrayal wasn't romantic. It was architectural. Designed, calculated, engineered with precision. And I was the blueprint. That's when I reached out to someone from my old life. A man who owed me favors from a time before marriage, before domestic civility stripped me of instinct. He provided records, bank statements, private messages. My wife, her boss, offshore accounts, life insurance under my name. The final piece was the travel itinerary. 2 tickets, business class, departure tomorrow. His name first, hers second. They weren't going on vacation. They were going to disappear. Without me. The night of the party, everything was already set. I dressed carefully. Navy suit, no tie. Calm exterior, calm hands. Inside, everything was method. Cold, clean method. The party was held at a private villa, his place. Everyone from her office was there. Music, champagne, small talk about quarterly targets and team spirit. Then he approached me, the man who thought he owned her, the man who thought I didn't know. "Tomorrow, your wife will go on vacation with me." His tone was smug. The room half listened, half laughed. My wife smirked. I agree. That's when I stood up, walked out, came back, and set the folder down. It wasn't a weapon in my hand, it was truth. The folder hit the table with a sound sharper than glass. The music faltered. I opened it just enough for her to see the first page, bank transactions, then photos, then the flight confirmation. Her color drained. He laughed nervously. "What is this, some kind of joke?" I looked at him, then at her. No joke. I turned the page, DNA results, financial transfers, her emails, his messages. A quiet gasp spread through the room like infection. My wife's voice broke first. How did you?" I listen, I said, even when no one else does. Her boss stepped forward, anger twitching in his jaw. You can't prove. I cut him off. Already did. The board has copies. The authorities will have the rest by morning. He froze. Her eyes widened. She knew I wasn't bluffing. That's when I leaned closer, voice almost a whisper. You thought I didn't see you, but I was never blind. I was waiting. The silence stretched. Everyone watched. I looked at her one last time. Enjoy your vacation, I said. You've already paid for it. Then I walked away. Outside, the night was still. I could hear my heartbeat again, slow, steady, disciplined. In the reflection of the car window, I saw myself, calm, expressionless, the kind of face you see once and never forget. She ran after me once, calling my name, begging to explain. I didn't turn. Her voice broke against the sound of my engine starting. Later, at home, I poured a drink and watched the firelight dance across the living room. The folder lay open beside me, the edges curling from heat. I didn't need it anymore. The truth had already done its work. Betrayal is loud when it starts, but when it ends quietly. I burned every page, watched the flames eat their lies one by one until all that was left was ash. I wasn't angry anymore. Anger implies connection. What I felt was something purer, freedom. They would wake tomorrow to headlines, fraud, embezzlement, corporate scandal. Her career, gone. His empire, ruined. And they would know I hadn't shouted, threatened, or begged. I'd simply turned the lights on. Truth doesn't need violence. It only needs to be seen. I stepped outside as the first light broke through the clouds. The air was cold. I thought about what it meant to be free of lies, of people, of illusions. Some men fight to reclaim what's theirs. I chose to let it burn. By the time the sun rose, I was already gone. No message, no goodbye. Just silence. The kind that ends everything and begins something else.